Ta-da! That just scared the heck out of Dakota. Cool. So that's filling up. So, Lauren stopped by yesterday, and I kept telling myself the night before to charge my camera so I could film our adventures yesterday, and yeah, that didn't happen. Kept forgetting. So this is what we did yesterday, and after he took off, what I did a little bit of. So I ran the wiring, hooked up a couple of my security cameras. I temporarily have the solar panels right there. I actually almost think I should move them down here because it clearly seems to be getting more sun. And yesterday, and this is why I wish I would have filmed this, because we put the Starlink on a piece of pipe so it doesn't have any obstructions, and we jammed it through the peat all the way down to the hard bottom and mounted it to a big sheet of, or a big pallet. There we go. And we had it almost to its max originally, and then when we were pulling this wire, because I didn't want it laying in the grass and get stepped on or chewed on by a mouse or anything like that, we pulled it out of the satellite dish, so we had to basically start all over, and Lauren came up with a great idea to cut a hole in the piece of pipe so we could run the whole thing down there, and just had a lot of great ideas. But we got the wire ran, and it is working so much better now. And the other thing we did, oh, and also he had these really cool bog shoes, basically. I did a short video about that, and I'll be uploading that today. Explains how to make them and everything. These things are freaking awesome. I would not be able to walk out in the bog without them. I would sink. But that's the other thing we did, was we started the build of the solar array, which that will get extended. The reason we did that is because the sun, when it's out and not behind a cloud, hits that point almost all day long. So I got to get more wire, I got to get another charge controller, and some other things, but I will eventually be moving my solar array out there, and I will be extending that so I can get all I've got either 7 or 8 panels, I can't remember. But that's the other thing we did, and that was a blast doing that. Lauren is a lot of fun to hang out with. He's a really cool guy. We'll be doing some hot tent videos this winter, and some other cool things. But yeah, he's a really cool guy, and welcome here anytime he wants. Here's something I learned. I thought all these trees were dying, but apparently these turn yellow in the winter, I guess. Which I had no idea that they did that. So yeah, that's kind of cool. But yeah, so getting that done. Eventually I will build a boardwalk out there, so I can maintain the panels, you know, wash them if I have to, like if an eagle flies over and does its business. Hey Dakota. So I'll show you what else I did inside the house. Another thing I'm going to do is move some of these boulders. But, you know, this is where I'm putting the patio. I'm going to clear all this out. That's where the fire pit will be and the little hangout. Excuse me. Buddy I work with got me some big timbers. So I'm going to make steps coming down, so you don't have to walk through this stuff. But that'll be maybe later on this year. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to have steps coming down. Then I want to put some more fill in on this corner. Maybe build a little wall of some sorts to keep it from falling down. But yeah, I think I want to fill out to about that tree. So I got to talk to Mike about that. See if he can get in here to do that, which I think he could once I move all this stuff. Those are the big timbers that I'm going to use. These things are huge. But go back into the house. My other camera. I got more to set up. Oh yeah, that's filling full of water. But I started the getting all this done in here. It makes a lot of funny noises. What is that, Dakota? So, I got the Renogy 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter thing hooked up. I got 4 of my batteries in here. I'm going to eventually build this out to 12 batteries. For the price and the amount of amp hours you get, these batteries are the way to go when you're starting early. Things making all kinds of funny noises. Got a little light over here too. Got the Starlink, the one charge controller. The other charge controller will probably go down a little bit lower in that area when I get it. But yeah, and then that line right there is where the bathroom's gonna go, and I want to measure out to see how wide I can make this little hallway, because this will be my little studio for doing YouTube. I'm gonna hang the bird feeders off that branch later on today. I need to clean these windows. But yeah, so there's my little temporary bedroom until I get the roof insulated. And another neighbor of mine come down with Lauren yesterday because he wanted to meet me. And we were discussing these, because I really hate these boards. These just drive me insane. So we're discussing them and what we can do, or what I can do rather. And we decided that because of that and the other loft, the 2 end ones can be completely removed. And then these ones here, I'll probably just cut them off right there and just leave that, because there's 10 billion nails or screws to pull out. And then I'm going to raise them to about right there on where those plates are, and that should give me the same amount of strength and everything else. We're half thinking that they might be in here just for moving purposes, but not 100% sure on that. But yeah, so I'll do that at some point, move them up, and then I'll insulate the roof, which I got to get up there and measure that too. But I got to get these rafter things. What are you doing, Dakota? Goofy. There we go. That's the problem. See, I don't have one of those pressure tanks hooked up to the well yet. So that's the biggest problem with why there's not a constant water flow. I've got to get one and get it plumbed in down there, and I don't know, maybe I'll do that in a couple of weeks. I don't know. Might wait till I get back from my trip. But yeah, so I gotta get these rafter vents to put in there and then insulate it, but leave the very top open, and I shouldn't have to drill a bunch of holes to let airflow in, which is cool. The guy that I met yesterday, that's what he had said would work. So, but yeah, I got a lot of insulation to do. I got to measure one of these to figure out how much insulation I'm going to have to buy. I put up just a little bit of paneling, and I'm going to do different colors. I'm going to do something different in the shower, bathroom. I don't want to use this stuff because it'll get moist. Giggity. So yeah, I got to do a lot of stuff still. Insulate underneath here to block noise and everything. I want to put the vent in here to pull the steam out from the shower and everything once I get that built. But yeah, lots of stuff to do. So yeah, just give you guys a quick update on, I need to shave, on what's going on in here. So
Dakota, come on.
But yeah, here's those log shoes right there. Those things are freaking amazing. But yeah, gotta clean the solar panels too. Really coming together. I'm really super. There you go. Super happy with everything. But I'm gonna fill this barrel up and then water the chickens, and then I'm gonna go to my buddy Jerry's house to get a oven and refrigerator for the cabin. The refrigerator is going to stay outside because it'll be super duper efficient that way. But the oven will clearly go inside. I'm hoping to cook Thanksgiving dinner in here. So thanks for watching, you guys. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Share with your friends. Tell your friends to join, or a giant earwig will crawl in their ear. That works for some channels. So, oh, and they're working on purchasing that piece of property next door, and then that'll probably be it for quite some time. But, so, thanks again, you guys. I appreciate you, and we will talk to you later.